Hey guys, my name is Pansy, and in this video we're talking to BDO Bloo about the classes in Elyon. He's going to give us an overview, and this video is part 1 of 4. I cut the VOD down from the original stream, so it's more convenient for you guys, so check out the other ones as well. Before we begin, make sure you check out BDO Bloo on Twitch and YouTube. The links will be in the description down below. He has a lot of excellent content and is making a bunch of guides for Elyon to bring us up to pace before the release, so make sure you check him out. Also guys, I'm doing a giveaway for Elyon closed beta keys. If you want to enter, go down to the comment section down below, type hashtag Elyon and leave me your Discord info. 2 lucky winners are going to be selected on May 3rd. Anyway, tell us a bit about Elyon's classes. What do you think about them? I know there's only like 5, right?
There is Slayer, Warlord, Elementalist, Assassin, Gunner, Mystic. So that's 6.
Oh, 6.
And
okay.
I believe I've seen some rumblings of a 7th being like an archer type.
Nice, nice. Do you have any character slots right now? Can you like create a character?
Actually, let me check.
I heard there was a lot of build variety in this game, right? Even if you're playing the same character or the same class, you can diversify quite a bit.
Yeah, I can actually go through I think if I have an open character slot, I can just talk about the different characters, and then I can share like my entire screen, and I can show you like the different skills for each class on Inven. And like the kind of the diversity. So first off, these are the classes, right?
Right.
So this is Slayer. If you guys play Tera, you're familiar with the kind of idea of like this great sword using class. He's like kind of a berserk in a way, like some of the class like that takes health to use some of his skills and things of that nature. If you look on the left side, it's showcasing some of the skills. The thing about this game is like there's skills that can be used in so many different ways, right? Like you might have one skill that's just like a giant slash attack, but you have almost like different variations of a skill. You can change it to where instead of a slash attack, now it's like a range slash attack where like it sends like a sword attack flying across the screen, kind of
shockwave.
Exactly, yeah.
Ion Gladiator.
A lot of people actually say it's very familiar as Tera and Ion. Yeah. I never got to play Ion, sadly, so I missed out on some of that.
Yeah. So this isn't gender locked.
Yes, no, it's not gender or race locked currently. So you can play, you have your human, male and female. You have your elf, male and female. You have your animal, and asexual. The animals in this game don't have gender. Exactly, yeah. So it's like there's no gender for animals.
They all lay
eggs. You can kind of change the way the animal looks though. So like you have like this kind of looking animal. This one's more of a bunny. This one's a little different. You got a little. this is actually the race that I use. But yeah, like in the first beta, all the betas actually, me and my friends went cats. I made a guild called Nyang Nyang, which is like meow meow in Korean. Every time we killed somebody, I just spam meow meow. Great. But yeah, so you have your orc kind of class as well, or orc race.
Nice.
And then you can change the way they look. The character creation it's a bit more than most MMOs. I feel like, for me personally, feels like BDO probably has a little bit more customization to it.
But the thing is, when you have too much customization, people don't understand proportions and they really fuck it up.
So this is Warlord. She or he uses a giant hammer and shield.
Right.
As you can see right here, they can have an attack that like is spinning around, but you can also be a lot more of a like stand your ground defensive type class. For a while there was a meta to where you pretty much had like almost all your skills that you had on your hotbar are defensive skills and some CC, and you only had 1 or 2 skills that did damage. And like there was one time a meta to where just the spin to win was the only one you use, and everything else was defensive. So you could go so defensive to where like it just felt like you couldn't kill them, or like they couldn't kill you. You bide your time. If you land a CC and they don't have a CC break, then they instantly just spin to win on you and you're dead. It was very annoying.
Oh man, I can imagine a lot of people want to do that right now.
I think we might actually have like that kind of meta during the beta for a little bit.
Yeah,
it'll be interesting to see. And then you have Elementalist. Elementalist uses fire, ice, and or lightning skills. There is a kind of combination system with their skills.
Right.
So like being able to link a fire skill into another fire skill for certain special effects, or like lower cooldowns, things of that nature, or like if somebody is burning and you use a certain skill, you can cause a CC or something of that nature. So there is a bit of a combination system with her.
Okay.
You can choose between the different skills, between fire, ice, or lightning.
Okay.
They all have CC, but a lot of the popular CCs at a time were like the ice ones.
Right.
And then fire was meant for a lot of the damage. The lightning had more mobility skills. That skill right there that she just did, where she like like she kind of goes up in the air and then lightning comes down.
Yeah.
If memory serves me correct, that was actually an AoE damaging iframe. At one point, I don't think it is anymore. Okay. It might still be. I'd have to. We'll see in a little bit.
That's good.
But yes, it's Elementalist. It can have mobility if you want it to have mobility. It can be more of like a ranged caster if you want to, or you can be up in your face. For those of you guys play BDO, you can play it like Awakening Wizard, kind of like up in your face kind of caster, or you can play it like I almost want to say subcaster,
right class.
Just, like it's got a few different ways to play it. Then you have your Mystic. So in this game, currently right now, only one class can actually heal on a consistent basis. I say consistent basis because there are certain things that you can use that every class can use that can like technically have AoE heals, but it's not nearly like actually a healing. Like you can't go into a dungeon with that and expect to be the healer.
Okay.
This is the only, so this class currently is the only one that can heal like actually as a healer, or the support class. But at the same time, you can definitely still do damage and things of that nature with it too.
Right.
You just have to build differently. For a while, this class used to have this build to where pretty much that skill that she's doing right now, she's invulnerable and it does damage over time to it does damage to other players while they're in the area effect. But she stays invulnerable and she heals.
So is there a proper holy trinity when you go into dungeons, like Warlord being the tank and Mystic being healer?
Correct. Okay. So by default, you can only queue as a tank as a Warlord. You can only queue like the random matches as a healer for Mystic. I believe they changed it now to where you can just go in if you're in a full party of like, you can have a full party of assassins and go in if you want to. Okay. I believe they changed it. I could be wrong on that, but memory serves me correct, that was changed.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so Elementalist is like your main support class, but she can do a lot of damage. Oh, sorry, Mystic. Yeah. So there was a build that I was talking about earlier that I was going to say was that she pretty much could continuously she had like skills on her hotbar to like heal up and like pretty much stall and just constantly heal while also having a couple CC skills. And then there was a skill where you throw like, literally you just throw a light ball, right? But if you have a certain build, the light ball, when you throw it, it comes back. And then also it doesn't cost much mana. Like you can literally spam it. So if you had high attack speed, it was like you were just a machine gun with it. So you constantly heal and just like dash away. And then the moment you catch somebody with a CC, you just 100-0 them if you have enough gear just with that machine gun.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
You're kind of scaring me, but yeah.
No, don't worry. So Elementalist Mystic has gotten nerfed. Elementalist has gotten nerfed too, but Mystic has gotten nerfed. So she's not considered OP right now. The two OP classes in PvP are Warlord and Slayer. Right. Currently. Here's Assassin. Assassin is my favorite. It's my main. It can play so many different ways. If you guys play League of Legends, you can build it similar to like a Katarina style where you're spinning to win and throwing out your chakrams while you're spinning. Spinning right there, actually. Yeah. And then you can like, dash to your opponent. You can TP behind your opponent. He just did a dash right there. You also you can have a pool if you want. That's 100% hit rate now, which is kind of nice. It's I guess the closest thing to a grab in this game you're gonna have. And you can change it to where instead of just a pool, you can make it to where once you pull them, it stuns them, which can be comboed into another skill that like if you do it on someone who's stunned, it knocks them down. So for a little bit, there was actually a meta of an infinite CC combo with Assassin. So you pull for the stun and you use a skill to knock them down. And that skill, it's like as long as you have what's called like combat points, you can use it again. So you would pull them, use the skill, and just like do 2 skills or like the spinning to win, just to get the you just do it for like half a second to get a combat point, and you use the skill again and re-knock them down, and you just keep them knocked down.
The animations look cool and stuff. Does she have stealth?
Yes. So Assassin, and believe it or not, Elementalist just recently got stealth, but it's not as long as Assassin's. Right. But pretty much you can press it and it allows you to go out of combat. Obviously, if you still get hit while you're in stealth, you go back into combat and you get unstealth. But it allows her to get out of combat or stealth engage, because you can also go stealth, go into a car or a glider to kind of catch up to an opponent or close the distance, and then you're still staying stealth while you're in the car and glider. It's one of the only classes that can go stealth. There is a way for gunners to go stealth. It's like a variation, I believe, of their skill or something of that nature, to where they can go into stealth. So you have your 2 main classes that can abuse stealth, or I guess abuse stealth, is Assassin and Gunner. Okay. Elementalist can go stealth, but it's like for like half a second or something of that nature, so it's not really the same. Gotcha. And you have, it's basically Assassin's like your typical rogue type class, but it has ways to kind of change the way you play. You can make it like a WoW subtlety rogue if you want to. You can make it like a Katarina from League of Legends. You can make it like Talon from League of Legends. There's a lot of different ways to utilize her.
Good stuff. What about that gunner? What's that class all about?
So Gunner makes use of pistols, shotguns, and a sniper type skills.
Do you equip different types of guns or?
So that's just what I was about to say. So
okay.
all these classes have different like skills that use different weapons than your main weapon, but you still only use one main weapon, right?
Okay.
So like, for example, assassins are like these daggers, gunners like a rifle or pistol or something like that, but you only use like that's what your main weapon in offhand is, but you like your skills will have like animations of like a grenade launcher or a machine gun or a sniper, but you still only use that one weapon, main weapon in offhand. So you don't have to worry about upgrading multiple different weapons.
I saw in the animation he legit did Reaper's ult from Overwatch.
Oh yeah, definitely. So that actually has huge AoE. If memory serves me correct, it's either the skill itself or a variation of the skill. That has 100% hit rate and a stagger. And in this game, staggers, like it's like typically every hit is a stagger, and you can't CC break staggers.
Oh man.
It can sometimes get pretty hard to avoid them. You can use super armor because it's not a transcendence version, so it just has 100% hit rate, but that's it. So if you have super armor, if you can kind of like predict when it's gonna happen, you can kind of get away or just keep your distance.
Yeah.
For a while, there was a meta to where that was like kind of their initiation. So you were kind of screwed if you were near them. But yeah, these are the classes. I can go ahead and hop into Assassin real quick and show you like the stealth mechanic and some of the mechanics with Assassin.
For sure. Let's go.